Good morning, how are we doing? Happy bank holiday. I hope you had a great Easter. So today we're just going to talk about how do I manage my bank holidays. Do I work? Do I not work? I'm kind of confused. I put myself under pressure. That's what we're going to discuss today. Welcome to the Domination show. I'm your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, please do let me know. So look, when it comes to bank holidays, do you have any type of structure? Do you know how much you want to work, what you don't want to work? And I think really it's personal preference around it and what you've got going on. Have you got projects coming up? Have you got launches coming up? Do you need to do the extra hours? Do you not need to do the extra hours? And I just thought I'd share what I do, and it could give you some perspective and some vision, maybe some ideas. So for me, especially on a long bank weekend, like I don't work weekends. That's my number one rule in business. Part of being the asset in my business is that I have those 2 days off where I just don't work, okay? Sometimes I might have a morning, an hour with some of my mastermind members, but I'm up early in the morning and it doesn't really involve much other than just socialising and coaching. But I don't really get involved in any deep type of work. But when it comes to like having, whether you've got a bank holiday Friday or Good Friday or whether it's a bank holiday Monday, it's like, oh, do I work? Do I not work? The way that I've looked at this is that I'm going to do half a day today. And I'm going to really focus on the priorities. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because I'd rather work half of the day than spend the other half with family and doing things that I want to do than showing up Tuesday morning, suddenly the last 4 days then suddenly catching up with me and me having to deal with those 4 days. Because me having to deal with those 4 days is going to be very stressful. Emails, social media messages, problems, software issue, whatever. You know what it's like when you rock up and you've got to deal with 4 days worth of you being off. And it's not just you off. If you've got a team, your team's off as well. So you're constantly playing catch up. And what that does is strips you of time and energy to be able to move the business forwards. So for me, what I did last night was micromanage each hour. What am I going to achieve each hour for when I finish at 12:30? So from 7:30 to 12:30, I'm going to focus on priority tasks, catching up on emails, making sure I'm on top of tasks, make sure I've planned things that need to be done for the week. Just giving me that clarity and focus that I need. And clarity is something that I do need, certainty that I'm in control. And the reason that I do that is because it allows me the uncertainty of having to go in on that Tuesday, like I mentioned. And that's how I operate. Because would I be able to fully relax if I didn't do some form of work today? Would I just be stressing about what's coming tomorrow? And by the way, you don't even need to do 5 hours. I probably will do everything I need to do by 10:30, but that's my cut-off. And that's the other thing that we need to ensure that we're doing as the asset of our business, is having these cut-offs. When do I start? When do I finish? What are the rules? If you like, what are the rules of engagement to make sure that we don't end up working till 5 o'clock in the afternoon? So just a couple of points there. Number one, doing micro pieces of work to avoid the overwhelm. Dealing with those priority tasks to allow you to work, have time and energy to focus on growth-related tasks. Having rules and barriers in place to allow you to know when you're starting and when you're finishing. And then making sure that you have certainty and clarity in what you are doing, so that actually you can enjoy your family time without thinking about what's happening at work all the time. They're just very simple tips. It's just a little insight into the way that I guess I think, and I hope that they can offer you some value in terms of, yeah, I quite like one or two of those things, or I'm just going to keep doing what I'm going to do. Or whatever you do, please don't burn yourself out on a bank holiday. Do you know what I mean? I know we're all striving to change the world. That's the entrepreneurial mindset, right? And you're just going to be able to manage that with doing the things that you love and doing the things that you want to do, because that's how you become the asset of the business. That's why you went into business, to be in control of your own life and your own future. Anyway, I hope you enjoy whatever you are doing for the day, and I'll catch up with you real soon.